This is Kugan Cassis for IFLTV. We are at the weigh-in for Fury Usyk here in Riyadh. I'm joined by Kevin Lerena. How are you, mate?
Always good to be on IFL Cook. You know how it is.
Absolutely. Quite a bit to talk to you actually about. Let's start with you being in camp with Tyson this time round. We know you've been in camp with him previously, but how was that sparring for you and him?
A complete mindset shift. He was dialed in for the first camp, but for this camp, obviously he's coming off a loss. So I could see that he was dialed in. He was 100% focused. He wanted a lot. There was a lot of change in his demeanor. So I do definitely think that he's better prepared for this fight in a sense of he's had more quality rounds. Obviously, for the first fight after the cut, he wouldn't have had the amount of rounds that he wanted based on the fact that he's had a very serious cut. So I think this fight that hasn't been a worry for him. So I think we're going to see a better in shape Tyson Fury. Now we're not talking about body shape. I'm talking about rounds in the tank. I think he's going to have more rounds in the tank for him to concentrate and to be more effective in this fight with Usyk.
Give us an example of a typical round sparring Tyson Fury, how it could go.
You never know what's going to come. I can tell you that because you don't know if he's going to force the pace, if he's going to box you on the back foot, if he's going to try wrestle you, if he's going to try...
Do you think he knows?
I don't know. No one knows what Tyson Fury is going to do. Maybe he doesn't know himself. But like I said, when he boxes behind his jab and he uses his range and his reach and it's slick boxing, he's very hard to hit. And I'll tell you, nobody can tell me any different. Anyone who's been in there with him, whether it's a fight or sparring, knows when he gets in there and he switches on, it's a hard man to spar or a hard man to fight. But we all have those moments in a spar where you can switch off and have a lapse in concentration, and then you are going to get hit, and it is easy to hit someone. When he 100% concentrates and he works behind his jab and he uses that ring IQ, which he's so good at, very hard to spar. So if I had to describe a round with Tyson, you don't know what you're going to get, but when he's on his A game, it's very, very hard to land him.
Not long to find out. Let's talk about you, Kevin. Obviously, you wanted that Cody fight, but obviously that situation didn't go that way, but you kind of moved up to champion at Bridgerweight now. So who are you looking for now?
Fair play to Lawrence. Obviously, I think he wanted the fight too. I wouldn't say he didn't want it. There's never been bad blood between me and Lawrence. I think he was seeking opportunities at heavyweight, and I understand why. I would have still been a good heavyweight dance partner, so why didn't he want it at heavyweight? But having said that, a good entry and introduction into the heavyweight game for him. He had a terrific victory, so well done to him. I've just got to see what's going to happen now. There have been talks about, I think Spencer mentioned me and Riakapor. I'm open to that fight. We know he's a big puncher, but there's more to boxing than just punching, and you got to respect my power too. So, listen, I'm open to any fight. There's the Ukrainian WBC silver champion that they wanted me to defend against, but I was just wary of going to Ukraine right now. Nothing against the country, but obviously it's a country at war. So we've got to see how we can make the fight happen, whether it's in South Africa, Poland, wherever it is. Or Ukraine, but we're in Ukraine. And then obviously the Riakapor fight, which I'm a massive fan of, and I think that's a fight that appeals to the British public and the boxing world a lot more. And I've always been in it, Kugan. I'm in it for the best fights. The best need to fight the best, and I've never shied away from anybody. So when the fight was offered to me by Spencer, I said yes. When? That's what it's about.
Last one, we will expect to see you in action in the first 3 months of the year?
I'd like to. I need to get out by March because I fought in March this year, and inactivity is the biggest killer in boxing. So I want to stay active. I want to stay current, and for me, that means getting out in the first quarter of the year.
Kevin Lerena, thank you very much for your time. We'll see what happens tomorrow and also later on at the weigh-in. But yeah, you're fully back in Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury on points.
Top man. Thank you very much, Kevin Lerena.